Welcome back, guys. Another episode of Motorsport Manager. We are running Mellowseven Racing, and don't really need to film another one, but I want to play another race, so we're filming. My allergies are kicking in, so I'm about to sneeze any second now. There it is. There it is. Okay. Our last race was eminently forgettable. Which means I've forgotten most of it. Now, I want to say like we finished like 14th and 18th or something horrible like that. Pretty poor. I think we've got a new, let's see, team drivers maybe. We do have another offer in with Enrica Laura. Yeah, Enrica Laura. I don't know why I can't say that or thought I was wrong. No idea how this is going to go. My first one insulted her so badly I used all three patients. The thing is, they don't come at you with any kind of basic, and I've been offering people money commensurate with their skills what other racers with the same skills are making right now, and that is apparently insulting to pay people the same as other people with the same ability. Don't know. Apparently so insulting that it took all three of the patience markers. So we'll see. I've already had one person essentially just turn me down because I insulted them for essentially equal pay for equal ability, but I don't know, apparently that's not right for some reason. So anyway, so we have that in, so we're waiting on that. We did build another part. I don't remember if you saw that or not. Car excuse me. Another gear, we built a gearbox. So we're working on reliability for it now. As soon as that's done, we will go ahead and flip over to performance for it. We're already working on performance for a couple of our other parts, so we'll just kind of have to see how that goes. It's already up to 80, so I think we're just going to kind of slide this over a little bit. There we go. That way they both kind of finish at the same time. Those finish, I'll slide that one over there, and we'll figure out what we're doing next. So there's that. Our next race is going to be Phoenix. What else has changed? Anything? Sponsors, maybe? I went back and got rid of that mod that was giving us the Cadillac. There's some very cool cars in that one. But Team 10, we happen to be Team 10, got stuck with the Cadillac with the horrible balloon tires, wheels. So we are back to whatever the stock car is. I'm running a different sponsor mod that gives us real sponsors. So we have Castrol, BBS, STP, right? Because why not? Can we spin around? It's on the roof there. Gotta have STP, and you can see that initially within the game that was Wan Chai Industries, so STP is now in China. UBS, SAP, and John Player Special. I did take UBS instead of Johnny Walker. I'd rather have the Johnny Walker guy on there, but these guys give us 150,000 per race. Johnny Walker wasn't going to do that, so that's that. So let's go ahead and continue. We are just going to go for the 16th and above. I mean, if we can get it for the qualifying and for the race, then it's 150,000. That's not too bad. That's better than missing out on this one over and over again. We are going to lose a lot of race money for this race. I don't know why. Oh, I boosted the price for next year's car. We were putting away 600,000. I changed it to 900,000. I don't know why it's all coming out of this race, but it is what it is. Parts should be fit. Suspension, brakes. Gearbox, engine, and suspension on this side. So he's kind of got everything, but we don't really have any time spent making them better. I guess these aren't either. He does have the better suspension and brakes. Yeah, well, fit parts. I think I'm going to switch those. Because Lahane's super smooth, I figure maybe he doesn't, maybe we can swap the suspensions and that will be okay. We'll give the better suspension to the driver that's not quite as smooth, and maybe that will help him out a little bit more. So, continue. I've got a giant fly that just buzzed me. I don't know if you saw that on the screen or not, but spring has sprung here in Central California. And the weather's beautiful, and the doors are open, and the windows are open, and we are on my home racetrack here. And giant flies are buzzing around because of all of that sprunging spring. And long pause. Alright, we're going to come up and we're going to do the practice, and then we will be back for the race. So, as per the usual, we'll go ahead and speed up the playtime here, and I will see you when we're ready for the main event. Alright, welcome back, guys. As you can see, we sucked. 19th and 20th, we weren't even close. We were half a second off the next worst. 2.5 seconds back, half a second off of 18th. So, not even a little bit good. We're going to get our asses kicked. We don't have a car that can handle a top speed course. And my drivers don't even want a top speed car. I tried to kind of set it up that way. No, they want it slow. So, I don't know. I don't know if when my driver's just wrong, if I should set up the car for a high-speed track like this, or what. So soft tires, but then do we want 10% increased performance or 50% faster refueling? You know, we may only win this doing something like this, because we clearly weren't fast enough to do it another way. So let's do medium tires here, and we'll just try to outlast them. So Bill Lahane, change setup. You are going to get medium tires, which is supposed to be 12 to 14. We get a little bit of boost out of that. Fuel options. It's 23 laps. Um, 12 to 14. And those are 10 to 12. If we aim for 14, and we come back and we've only got 9, we could go on soft tires and push a little bit at the end. That's my guess. So let's go 14. Confirm that. And maybe his tires will go a little bit longer. Doesn't matter. That's what we're going to go for. They probably won't last that long. I mean, that's all the way around, right? And we get horrible traction after that. So we'll go ahead and we'll do something a little different on Casino. We may as well stick with those. Fuel options. Let's see how long those are going to last me. 8 to 10. Which means we're going to have to do 2 stops, maybe 9. Maybe 8, 16, and then we run the rest of the way through. So driver strategy, neutral. We're going to start with a little bit more for the push to get the heat into the tires. But we're going to keep our fuel the same. and we're not going to win. But, you know, whatever. We'll try two different styles. One's going to be a two-stop style, one's going to be a one-stop style. We'll just have to see how it goes. Let's go ahead and bump this up. Casino makes a little bit of a move. He's up to 18th anyway. Not as important. Oh, there we go. We just lost all the way down, then the tank comes in and pushes people out. Well, I mean, we're at least staying with them. You know, Casino just passed two people. That's always nice. Get a little bit of temperature into our tires, and then we can back off on those a little bit. Maybe. Dial back. Dial back. There we go. Casino's doing okay. I mean, he just got up to our sponsor objective, which we haven't even had a whiff of up to this point. So we said we were going to pit him at 8, so we're up to 4 now, and he's up to 15th. He's doing fine. Oh, that was not well done. That was his lack of smoothness there messing him up. Pace is not going around this track this lap as fast as his last. That might be because we dialed back the tires. But he's got plenty of heat in him, and we want to... Yeah, I mean, you can see the tires are beginning to kind of wear down a little bit. But we're not doing terrible. Lap 7. We've got one more lap, and then we will pit. Let him get around this one. Alright, so we'll come in, we'll switch tires. Fuel options again. We will want to have... again, 8. Just a balanced pit stop. And then Lahane, what did we say? We wanted to do 14? Yeah, well, I mean, he's 8 laps in. We'll look at fuel. We'll take his fuel all the way down. Good for Casino. Get him back out on the track. He's down to 19th. That's okay. Looks like maybe a lot of people are going to try to do the long game for at least one. Maybe they'll do 14 and then yellows to go the last 9, maybe. I mean, I guess you could do that. 8 to 10 on yellows, on soft. Alright, let's come back over to Lahane, though. He's going to have the next pit stop. He's got... We're up to lap 11. We wanted to go to 14. I think his tires will be okay. We'll just have to kind of see. Maybe we'll dial the tires back a little bit more. He was in second. Alright, I'm about to put him on his final lap here. Okay. Now the question is, do we stick with him on mediums? Because he's only got 9 laps left. Or do we jump him up? I think we go him up to softs. You know, they're supposed to be good for 10 to 12. So he'll have 9 left. We might even be able to push him a little bit towards the end. Fuel options. We're going to want enough for those 9 laps. Eight laps, 9 laps. But we stay conservative on our strategy there. Stay balanced. So stay conservative on our fuel and tire strategy. Okay, and Casino's at 14th. He's got to make it to 14.8. He's got to make it 2 more laps, and then we'll do another stop for him. And pit stop looks good for Lehane, and he is back out. He is in 13th place. Let's go ahead and knock the tires back up to push till he gets a little bit of temperature in them. Oh, they already show temperature in them, so we're just going to leave him on neutral. Casino's on his 16th lap, so let's go ahead and bring him in for his last change. Fuel options, he's going to have 6 laps left, so we're just going to add 5. That'll get him 6.59. I guess I'm a little bit unsure about the fuel, whether we wanted the extra 1 lap or not. Alright, back to Lehane. Alright, Casino comes in for his pit stop. Down to 6th, 7th. And he's out. He's in 12th. Lehane's in 10th. We are both still above our... oh no, Casino ended up down to 18th. But I think we're going to have a couple pits up there, whether they're close enough to help us or not. Lehane at least is above our sponsor objective. He's in 9th, so our strategy so far has worked for that. And he's just going to run in. And let's see, Casino looks like he's in some traffic, so we'll kind of flip back over here. He might actually be able to catch somebody. He has been lapped there by Mr. Oland. He's up to 16th. He's now within our sponsor objectives. We're going to ignore him. Oh, come on, car. We've got 3 laps left. We can't afford to go in to work on the spoiler. He's got spare fuel, he thinks. Okay, let's knock up the engine mode. Let's knock up the tire mode. I think we knock up the tires all the way. Fuel burn. Oh, yeah, let's go everything. We've got an extra... I don't know how much. Mr. Lehane, let's see. He's done. Let's lap 22. Let's knock everything up for him too. Oh, Casino's climbing. He's making moves on people. Still getting lap up. So I think our strategies both worked. I mean, we were clearly a lot slower within the qualifying, but both strategies seem to have got us where we want to be. Lehane ended up a little bit higher with his strategy. But Casino did well too, 8th and 13th. We are definitely going to take that. That's both players above our sponsor level. Heck, 8 would have made that 9th, you know, as soon as we swap out of it, of course, we hit it. So let's see. Lehane, did he go the longest? Oh, by far. I mean, we had people that did just a couple. And the Casino did just nice, consistent. Nobody else did that. We stayed on yellows the whole track, softs the whole race. Nobody else did that. Oh, they almost did it with 2. They came back in for 1 at the end. For some unknown reason. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. We haven't done anything crazy on our car, so I think we should be okay. No rules broken. Did any of them have rules broken? Nope. So yeah, so Lehane ended up climbing 12 spots, and Casino climbed 6 spots for an 8th and 13th finish. Our drivers themselves, Lehane climbed up a little bit to 12th spot, and Arturo managed to hang out there at 15th with 60 and 44 points respectively, and we are solidly in 8th place above Nicholson and Magyar. You know, I don't think we're really gonna challenge for number 7 against Yuma, but that's okay. 3 races left, hard fought win for Olin, we don't really care. And we'll skip ahead here. I think we can slide me back down here into the corner. Now that the race is over, and whoops, get back in the game. The game pauses whenever I switch off to slide me around in the recording software. I use OBS for anybody who might be interested. Let's see, morale is high for everybody except for Oxella. And nobody improved. But our relationship with the mechanics has gone up a little bit. Marketability is up a little bit to 23%. Chairman is still happy. Financial breakdown. We lost a lot of money. Oh well. Continue. So the bit I was talking about was on under finances. You can go here to set budget for next year's car. It was set for medium. I changed it to high, which should just be, oh, it's cost per race. Oh, so we're going to lose 900,000 per race for that. I was thinking it was a total of 600,000 or 900,000. That's okay. I think we got 3 races left. We might end up a little bit in the red, but should be okay for the season. Messages. Let's see what we got going on here. Scanstrom looked good. Olin was fast. Car condition, we're okay. Interview with XBC. Sure, why not? Claimed your brakes seem to be holding a team back. He still needs to button it. And that is fine. Hot full, yeah, whatever for Olin. Let's see if we can find out what's going to happen with Enrica. I fully expect to be told off. Car repair finished. Let's go ahead and see how our parts are going along. 7 days before race, 6 days before race. So we will have the reliability of our new gearbox up, and then our engine, our deceleration brakes. I guess they're deceleration. They will both be maxed out performance-wise as well, which should help. Continue. Come on, Enrico. Let's see. Offer accepted. All right. See all drivers in your team. Okay, so we're going to sign. We're going to get rid of Lopsec. Confirm. Now we're going to promote the reserve driver, and we are going to replace Lehane. I know Lehane's been a little bit better than Casino, but you know what? I just like Casino right now more. He has, let's see, let's look at drivers, and I'll show you kind of, do we not get to see? I guess we'll just do it this way. All right, so he's a team player, first of all. He helps mechanic relationship, teammate morale, and chairman's happiness. His feedback is good, so that helps me figure out what we're doing. And he's got pretty good cornering, which is fine. And then he volunteers as well, so he's helping our marketability out right now, which is all very good. Mr. Lehane is dumb. That's it. As far as his bonus, hurts adaptability, hurts feedback. He is good at overtaking. He is better at smoothness. He has raced a little bit better, but ultimately we need our marketing to come up a little bit, and he's not really helping with that, so we're going to swap him down. Casino has been bitching about the brakes, which annoys me, but that is what it is. So now Enrica, Laura, Wonder Kid first of all, so extra 50% on all potential. Mercenary, so we did have to pay an extra 100,000, that's fine. Overtaking specialist +2. Pay driver, so the driver sponsors will give us 243,000 for each race they're involved in. 50% if the driver takes place in practice. I figured that was going to pay for that extra 100,000. I don't know for sure. We'll just have to see how that works. Does that replace one of our sponsors? Is that a new sponsor? I don't understand. Anyway, so we'll have to see that. And an endurance racer, so consistency is better, marketability is better. So both of our, so he's got a 26% for Casino, and then Laura has a 16%, and Lehane was actually 21% as it was, probably because he's been racing well. His form was decent. So yeah, so that's it. So now we have to work on this again. But the good thing is we have our best pit crew mechanic paired with her, so that as our new star racer, so to speak, although I gave her equal billing, so they should have equal cars, generally speaking. Anyway, so that should help her within the race. The whole reliability and performance stuff, helps afterwards, but doesn't help specifically within the race. So that is okay. So now what we can do is we can go to car, and we can go fit parts, and I'm going to go here. I'm going to swap. You know what? He's been complaining about the brakes, so I'm going to give him the better brakes. for now. But I'm going to give her the better car. I'm going to give her the better suspension. And I'm going to give her the, or what did I give her? The better gearbox. And I'm going to give her the better suspension. Although he will still get a decent suspension, just not as good. So she does have a slightly better car. But he does have the better brakes, because that is apparently an issue with him, and he has been complaining about that. So we will run with that. Both of them are content. Let's check the rest of our mail. Contract signed. Laura signs. Lahane's not happy. I just hired her? She was meant to be the main lawyer, I guess, just because of the way it brought her in. That's fine. I don't really care. And that's that. That's our new, we can check there, and there's our new deal. Let's go ahead and look at staff. Where does it tell us? Home, maybe? Here we go. So now our drivers are not way down here. And we're no longer 10th. We are now 9th against Nicholson Racing. So that's not terrible. Now, Laura is not, I mean, she's okay, 3 stars. That's better than both Casino and Lahane are. They're both 2 1/4, I guess. But she has a lot of potential, so there's an extra 1 1/4 stars there. And again, she's very smooth, great at overtaking, so essentially some of the same super abilities that Lahane had, but fitness is good, feedback is good, good focus, adaptability, and consistency. And we'll look here. That is going to improve at a total of Mellowseven X driver. Oh, because me. I add to their improvement because I used to be a driver is the idea. So anyways, that's going to improve 0.87 per week. It's 24%. So in theory, if we ran it all the way, it'd go up to about 19. Cornering's at 11%. So in theory, it could go up to 50. And it goes up 0.98. Smoothness is at 43%. So 40, again, probably about 50. And that's going to continue to climb. Overtaking, again, we're at 98%. It's not going to go up too much more. Maybe we get an extra, 19 out of it. That's okay. Consistency should continue to go upwards, 65% there, so we're probably looking at maybe an 11. It's not going to go up super high. Adaptability, 64%, maybe a 17 maybe, somewhere along that. Fitness will continue to go up. We're going to be close to 20 on that. Feedback, in theory, could go up to about 45. So that could go up much higher, and focus could go up to about 20. So not terrible. And that is how we'll go with that. Now we just need to work on this here, and we'll see if we can get that running. I'll hit continue, and we will see you for the next race. Actually, how are we going to do this? I'm actually going to run the next 2 races without you, and we'll come back for the final race of the season. You'll see how Laura has worked out. And we'll kind of wrap up the season and see what we need to do from there on out. We'll see how broke we are at that point, because it might be kind of broke now that we're paying her a lot more than we were paying the other, than we were paying Lahane. And we're still paying Lahane. We're just not paying who used to be our reserve driver. Merchandising. Oh, good thing we didn't go anywhere. A drinks company's approached us with a new idea. They want to create a hilarious little plastic figurine of Arturo Casino and ship him with every crate sold. We need the money right now. Casino's morale is actually pretty high. The chairman's happiness is pretty high. Sorry, Casino. We need the cash to make it through the rest of the week. Make it through the rest of the season. There we go. That will help a lot. Oh, let's check. Do we have any new sponsors? Did it change anything? All right, I still don't understand the whole sponsor thing for Laura, but we'll figure that out by the time we're back too, and we will see you next time. Choose.